Hello, and welcome to VOD of Consciousness with Sientir. I'm Sientir. You can support me at patreon.com/Sientir, because I'm consistent and like to use that name. And we are going to enter Minister Cho's estate in hard mode, or I'm going to be very disappointed. So, oh boy, what do I say about this mission? This is the tutorialiest tutorial. Like, Traubeck Village was super tutorial-y. This is like aggressively tutorial-y. So it says, Yijo, Carmen Angelus, come with me. Minister Cho's in grave danger. We must find him before it is too late. Yes, master, right away. So this is like where Traubeck Village is like, here's a bunch of things you can do. You can go through really quickly if you want to. This is like super gated and a super, super slow tutorial. I'm going to turn the volume up a little bit because music is really cool here. I do like the Factions soundtrack. I like the Prophecies soundtrack and Faction soundtrack. Nightfall soundtrack's okay, but I don't like it as much. Ijo says, come, Carmen Angelus. The Master wishes us to fight by his side. We will die with great honor. And Master Togo says, second guards. We will have to destroy them. Let us focus our attacks on one foe at a time so that we can defeat them more quickly. And Ijo Tan says, Master, isn't it true that we can call our target by holding control when we begin attacking? Or like those. Quite so. Carmen Angelus, you should be the one to call the target. The rest of us will attack your target. Hurry now, Carmen Angelus. Hold control and double click on one of the second guards. Like, this is by far the most tutorial-y tutorial. And it is painfully tutorial. So, as for builds, I'm doing something a little bit different than last time. Master Togo says, stay close, students. Danger lurks where you least expect it. So, I gave him Weapon of Warding, which is a protection prayers type skill. And then there's a couple of protection things on Master of Whispers, who's otherwise doing Minimancing. Otherwise, Serenia is doing the same sort of thing she was before. I don't know. Master Togo has some defensive support he's doing. Like, this is just a very slow-paced mission. Ijo says, yes, Master, we must keep our eyes open and stay with the group. And I've got a couple of skills on my bar just for energy management. I am using my Spirit of the Forgotten, because I want to allow my enchantments to last as long as possible. So, Lost Boy is probably the thing to do. Basically, what we're going to encounter from a narrative standpoint is there's a bunch of disease, sickness stuff going on. Oh, this mission is so bad. Now, students, we will regroup near the tree. Okay. And it's going to... Do you see how I've located the indication on your mini maps? Do the simple left click on your map. Minister's Guard says something evil at work here. You can also give more advanced instructions about drawing the map. So basically, you can click to ping, and then you can draw on the mini map. I have sometimes done this if I want to indicate something. I think I don't know. It's useful, but not solo. Yeah. And oh my goodness. If I read all this dialogue, I'm going to go crazy. Ijo says, I see. If I click on the... Once a marker appears temporarily. If I click and hold, I can draw on the map. However useful. Do you see that boy up there? Perhaps it's Guardman Zui's lost son. Basically, one of the people... and he says, child, please stop. We wish you no harm. He's one of the people who let us into the mission area, theoretically, if we were from Cantha, but we're not. This skill is pretty good, by the way. It gives you a gigantic pile of armor and health regen for a decent duration. So it's fairly strong. Yeah. We must stay together. We are more effective as a group. Remember, our strength comes in numbers. Lone hero is often a dead hero. Unless they are an assassin, in which case everything around them is dead instead. Stop that. Yes, Master, there's safety in our numbers. Blah, blah, blah. But yeah, so Shield of Regeneration is a very strong defensive skill. It's not very good on a monk proper, just because the cost of it is 15 energy, which is aggressively high. I don't know. This skill might be reasonable at 10 energy, honestly. But I've never been able to try it there, obviously. The Minister's guard says, please, no. Tanjo, it is me, your brother. You know me. Wait, Tanjo. Please help. Something's wrong with the guards. They've gone mad. So, needless to say, our ritualist is like target numero uno for reasons that evade me. But this time I have a way to help. Mr. Guard says, I cannot thank you enough for your help. Those guards, they were not the people I once knew. Something changed them. Be careful. There are more of them about. So it starts with a very thinly veiled, there's a disease plot, and quickly in the first 2 missions it's established the disease caused by Shiro Tagachi. He just says, see there, a large group of enemies awaits his head. This battle will be glorious. And Master Togo's like, no, wait, if you stand around, they might separate, and then you won't fight all of them at once. So, see if they separate, give me an opportunity to strike. Wait here, students, and I will lure them back to you. If you are patient, the battle will be much easier for us. I don't even know what's going on. There's just 2 dudes here. Let's just go fight them. The pacing on this is super, super, super slow. So it is so boring. I cannot. I mean, you're gonna see. They tried really hard to make a tutorial. I think Chawbeck Village is probably a better tutorial. For what it's worth. Also, we are not a small group. We have friggin' 9 minions with us. Plus 40 armor, by the way, halves damage that cares about armor. So, just for reference, I guess. You have enough health, I guess? I don't know. Ooh, a spiked charge. That will help my title that cares about identifying stuff that's old. Master Chago says, keep up, students. It is imperative that we find Mr. Cho quickly and learn what has happened here. Or what has been happening here, or whatever the specific grammar is. It's a beautiful area, by the way. I really like Xingzhe. It's got a really nice aesthetic to it. It's just, oh my goodness, this tutorial is so slowly paced. Okay. Can you please let us through this to fight the afflicted horror plot? It's really important when you're making a tutorial to make it engaging and, well, the afflicted horror is going to be bleeding. Yijo Tan says that creature is no normal foe. I can see a glowing aura of power around it. When you defeat such an opponent, its death will provide you with a morale boost. This will recharge all of your skills and temporarily increase your health and energy. True facts. That is how those work. It says, this will even allow us to recharge our resurrection signets. We should not hesitate to use them in battle with such an enemy, for if it's defeated, the signet will be recharged afterwards. That is, I mean, it's not bad advice. I would appreciate a shield of warding or something. Okay, yeah, that thing fighting the minions is good. Wow, that guy hit like a truck. Yeah, we'll be fine though. Yijo Tan is running off. Oh right, boss. Minister Scar says I tried to approach the estate, but the other guards, my own friends, they attacked me. Does not know what's going on. Excuse me, I don't know why I've got a bit of a cough right now, but I do. I want to go pick up that loot. Minion Master is very, very good here. I did not really mean to hit that button. I hit it anyway. Okay, we need to go into the menagerie over here. There's a bunch of sickened animals. These animals are not... what is this, some sort of feather demon? It's a moa. They don't naturally have moa here, so it's referring to the moa. I thought they were heading towards him. But these things, in my experience, like to spam Frenzy, which makes them take double damage, so they die really quickly. I don't know how it is in hard mode, but... Well, 86 was a very hard hit, so... It looks quite dangerous to me, Master. I believe it is a moa bird. Yujo is from a land far across the Great Sea. Yep. Oh, they use Primal Rage in hard mode, apparently. Mister is fond of collecting exotic animals. It seems some of them have gotten loose. This one looks quite ill, does it not? Oh my goodness, this is so slow and overwrought. It's the tutorial mission of factions. And it is not a very good tutorial in my opinion because it's slow and boring. But perhaps it is sufficiently instructive to be useful. I don't know. I'm going to defend Yijo. He dies and I think the mission fails, so it's really important to keep them alive. Really important to keep the minion master alive too, though. I'm not too worried about most of these animals, though, because like I indicated, they are pretty fragile. Wild Spear is ironically kind of bad against them, because I don't want to put them out of their stance. Their stance is bad to be in for defense. Well, there's that, which is kind of ironic. There's some bears over there. We need to keep going towards these sickened guards and the lost boy and all that stuff. Apparently the way they want us to go is over that bridge. I guess you can do that. I'm just going to walk through the water. I would prefer not to stand in your breath of fire, thanks. Whatever. Okay, well, let's take out the remaining guards, but I'm going to need to... This one. This one's the important one to take out. That's an elementalist and obliterating our forces. Oh, a hatchet. Okay, so obviously they're waiting for me to reach their point, so I'm just going to go this way to reach. A pretty area. A lot of the tree models are actually fairly similar, at least in this spot right here, to trees in Pre-Searing Ascalon, which is interesting. There's a child again. It can only be Guardsman Zui's son. Yes, because there are absolutely no other children in the area. Your father, Guardsman Zui, sent us to find you, child. Come back. And then the minister's estate is up ahead. We must hurry. I fear this situation is far worse than I expected. Ow, ow, ow. Don't stand in these spots. Our healing is definitely... I don't want to waste... Because, like, a monk would really lower our damage. So I don't want to spend a slot on it. But... yeah. I think this party's working fine for the most part. So, that's good. We probably have a monk's worth of healing spread out over some people. Bunch of candles here. Haha, Swirling Aura. It's actually surprisingly good. The scribe needs to go down. We're actually approaching the end of the mission, so that's good. Recording's almost 15 minutes, so... But you can see, compare this to Tropic Village, which took us like 5 minutes. Ah, more guards. Trap is an interesting skill. A Halo Axe, eh? I wonder what causes it to have that name. Hello, Minister. Ah, yes. Gotta love minions messing up cutscenes. It is the hallmark of factions. One of the henchmen naturally is a minion master, so not necessarily in this cutscene, but in later ones, it's very, very common. Ah, and this guy tries to be a minion master himself. You can see everything is screwing it up. Do you see that boy up there? Perhaps this Gudmund Zoe's lost son. Apparently he just had a random line of dialogue come out for no good reason.
May the envoys carry you swiftly on to the gates of everlasting paradise. Rest easy in the mists, my old friend. Come out, little one. It is all right. You're safe now. Do you know who I am?
You are Master Togo.
Ah, I can see you are a very smart little boy. But tell me, what brings you tears?
I had a bad dream.
A bad dream? Tell me what sort of dream could cause such tears.
Wind blew the leaves from the trees. And the animals in the zoo all became scared. The animals. They were always very tame. But something in my dream made them angry. And they started hurting everyone. Then the people got angry too. And they started to hurt each other. Minister Joe, he was the most angry of all. And he turned into a big angry monster.
Where are your parents, little one?
My mother died when I was very little. I do not remember her much.
And your father?
He is guarding the gate. Mr. Togo, you do not think he will be angry like Minister Cho, do you?
No, little one. I do not think he will be angry at all. In fact, I think he'll be very happy when he sees you. I will see that our little friend here makes it back to his father. Go find Aang the Ephemeral and tell him what we have found here. He will be most interested.
This will take us to, was it Ranmusu Gardens? Aang the Ephemeral is interesting. He's a ritualist instructor that's a ghost. Kind of an odd mix. Factions, voice acting, and cutscenes are not great. Wow, why is this cutscene dragging on so long? Factions basically feels like it was kind of rushed a little bit, but when you consider that they had... Hey, we got the full Master's Reward. Quite a lengthy period of time to create prophecies, and then factions came out like a year later. They probably hadn't quite gotten all their systems up yet. They'd definitely gotten things better in place for Nightfall, but after Nightfall, they... Yeah, here's Aang the Ephemeral. After Nightfall, they He's a little freaky, isn't he? They chose to move to Eye of the North and Guilders 2. So, do not be afraid. I am Aang the Ephemeral, a ritualist trainer. I have served Master Togo and the monastery for some years now, though time does not pass for me as it does for you, so I'm not certain how long exactly. In any case, I do not think I can help you, since you are not studying the ritualist arts. Yeah. I think I forgot to get a screenshot from the middle of that. So, you know what? You know what will work? Right here. Right here will work. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get a screenshot of there because it's a lovely little spot. So the next proper mission is over here at Zendaijin. And this is going to be a 6-person area. It's hopefully going to be less tedious. That's my hope anyway. Thankfully, I was able to get the outpost already during the reverie time. Oh my goodness, I have a very full inventory. So, on that note, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here, clean out my inventory, and put together a team build, and then tackle this particular mission. So, until then, everyone, take care, and goodbye.